hardest, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
All right, man. Terence Crawford has been upgraded to Super WBO champion. They said that they had a special announcement. I forget what country it was supposed to be in. There was a special announcement for him today, and apparently they have named him the Super WBO champion. Let's talk about kind of what that means. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications when we go live or drop a video. So for the most part, that pretty much means that he can move. I believe if he can move down, and move up and challenge the champion and become the mandatory. Now they, I see people saying, well, now Charlo has nowhere to run and hide. We'll talk about that too. But yeah, that's pretty much what it means. All right. They can move down and become the mandatory. Now, do that mean you can automatically do, you have to do it? You don't have to do it. I remember Demetrius Andrade got granted that honor to move up and fight Matt Korobov, right? And he declined, right? To fight Korobov, he started complaining about the money. And when he started complaining about the money, he started being active. Then he got stripped. You know what I'm saying? So he could have had that WBO 60 title years ago. How about that? Years ago. And he just chose not to do it. And he got inactive. And then he came back versus Jack Cole, Clyde. I mean, his career just been filled with bad decision making. Year in, year out, it's just been bad decision making, bro. And that's one thing that I could say about Demetrius Andrade, bro. Like he I don't know who helping him, who advising him or whatever, but it's just been bad decision making, bro. Bad decision making. He could have had the WO title years ago, but he said the money wasn't right. Because remember, Peter Quillen, he ducked out of that. He ducked out of that fight with Matt Korobov. Al Heyman allegedly paid him like $500K. You can watch the Counterpunch interview, the Counterpunch on Netflix. It's a whole documentary with him and Chris Colbert and a few other guys on there. And Quillen talking about he dropped the belt and that messed his career up. It messed his career up. But now Terence Crawford is now given the honor of being super champion. They told everybody on Twitter, which it didn't even get out the way it should have got out. And they said they had a special recognition for Terence Crawford today. And I thought it was going to be something. In my mind, I thought it was going to be. Give me 1 second. I thought it was going to be. That they was going to mandate him to fight for the WBC. I was kind of what I was hoping it would be, but it wasn't that. But, I forget what country they was giving him special recognition in, but hey, here you go. So that means he can move up and move down, I believe, and challenge and be the mandatory right away. Will he do it? I can't say he will or won't do it. Okay, but so I can't say he will or won't do it. But here you go, right here. They told yesterday that Crawford received special recognition from the WBO this Thursday in Bayama, whatever. So there you go. So apparently, special recognition was he will be the super champion. But I mean, people say, well, now Jermell Charlo don't have nowhere to run, this, that, and the third. And he can always drop the belt. He undisputed. Once you undisputed, it's not a dispute that it shouldn't be a dispute that you are not it shouldn't be a dispute. It shouldn't be no dispute about anything. So, so he don't have to fight Terence Crawford, right? Think about that. He don't have to fight Terence Crawford. He's not obligated. Even though people gonna throw that duck word around, I'm fair. He undisputed. He can move. If he drop his belts and move up, I can't really call that a duck. I can't call that a duck. So, I mean, a lot of y'all gonna have, different words and different sense for this, that, and the third, but you really can't call it a duck, can you? So he undisputed. He don't have to. He's not obligated to defend that. So that's crazy. But him being undisputed, that's cool. But if he want to fight Terence Crawford, he can fight Terence Crawford. He don't want to fight Terence Crawford, he don't have to fight Terence Crawford. It's as simple as that. So as simple as that. So we can go on and on about what we go on about, but he not obligated to get in there and fight him. He undisputed, but it would like to see it. But like Bashida was saying, Jermell don't have nowhere to run. It's always a place to run. Always. He can always drop the belt. So that's all Al gonna have him doing. And Earl we talk about that little interview Earl did next video. I'm behind. So but what Earl said something on his own show, I'm saying I heard Derek said something, so I look into all of this. I'm behind. But good for him. Real good for him, bro. So I mean, at the end of the day, bro, if Al want him to be avoided, you know what I'm saying? He will be avoided. He will be avoided. Think about that. If Al don't want his fighters to fight, they don't have no shame in ducking. You heard Charlo yesterday kissing Canelo ass, so he ain't ducking me. I love the beef fight. I would go for all the belts too. There you go. There you go, right then and there. Everything you need to know. And we ain't ducking nobody. How can he be ducking me? How you want to fight somebody, but you kissing their ass? Just let you know how times have changed, how much power Canelo got. If you diss Canelo, he ain't fighting you. Think about that for a minute. You can't even talk shit, and he said, "Oh no, you CC, no fight you. I mean, hey, right? It is what it is. So different time, different place, all that type of stuff, man. You can't even talk shit no more. You can't even get opportunity. Well, that's what they believe. So, I mean, it is what it is. But him going up there don't mean nothing. Mean that he could be just making a move to 54. If you moving up there, if Irwin unified at 47, what's the chance of him, unifying at what's the chance of him unifying at 54? You know what I'm saying? You just chasing a ghost. That's exactly what you're doing. You just chasing a ghost. Straight up and down. You just chasing the ghost. So, like I said before, of course he desperate because he want to had to pause, think about hearing what I'm about to say. But he just want to put the cherry on top of his career. If that is that wrong? Of course he desperate to fight Errol Spence. You should be. Ain't nothing wrong with being desperate. Nothing wrong with it at all. Boxing need more people that's desperate and that really want to go out there and get it. Ain't enough guys out here that want to go out there and get it. So we'll see. So he must that might be a hint that that the fight ain't gonna happen at 47, despite what Earl Spence out here saying. That he already making a move, to go to 54. I mean, you can chase him all you want to. You can chase him all you want to, but at the same time, it don't mean he gonna fight you. He gonna fight you when the opportunity right. So is this a step in the right direction? I wouldn't say it's a step in the right direction because you chasing somebody to 54. You already saying that, the fight might not come off at 54. So like I said before, it is what it is. It is what it is. Why would you, maybe they just granted it for him, but why would you want super WBO status if you about to fight Errol Spence? What I need super WBO status for? What I need that for? And I can get that when I can get that when I go up to I can get that after I beat Terence Crawford, after I beat Errol Spence. I can get that honor. So I don't think this is a step in the right direction for the Errol Spence fight. If you asking me, I could be completely wrong. I could be completely wrong. So, I mean, who knows? You know, most people think either way, Derrick James going to have to see Terence Crawford. I don't think that's the. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. I think they have no shame in their game with ducking. And I can't say Charlo ducked because he undisputed. Maybe he said, "Well, I don't want to pay all them sanctioning fees." Fine and dandy. I definitely understand it, but I would say this is it's good for Crawford, but is it good for the prospects of us getting Terence Crawford and Errol Spence at 47 or 54? I don't think so. Errol Spence showed, I mean, ain't no shame in his game, bro. Now, I'm gonna get to that video next. So, but I'm gonna just leave that for that. But like I said before, it is what it is. This is boxing mix. Look at the show. But I don't think it's a step in the right direction. Just me being honest. But yeah, hopefully it is. If it steps for Charlo, if he steps for Errol Spence. But Al Heyman already said if he don't take this deal, he ain't fighting. That's how it look. That's how it would look. But shit, let me know pretty much what y'all girls and guys think. I would love to see him fight Errol Spence and Jermell Charlo, but it takes two. It's that DJ Rob Bass and whatever. It takes two to make it. Yeah, it takes two. And they take Al Heyman to get permission slips off. You look at them contracts, they can't do that without Al Heyman, without Heyman's signature. So, man, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase chance of notification. We go live or drop a video. We'll make a financial donation. Cash out, $sign CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal in the description. Appreciate the love support. One time for the one time. Y'all know the business is. Check the box news playlist.